Hello and welcome, fellow explorers of the natural world. Today, we re-embarking on an extraordinary journey to uncover the most astonishing and often hidden secrets of the animal kingdom. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged and your mind blown as we dive into a realm where reality is stranger and far more fascinating than fiction. First up, let's talk about family. We often associate animals with fierce maternal instincts, but the truth is far more complex and, sometimes, incredibly bizarre. Did you know that elephants carry their young for a staggering 22 months? That's the longest gestation period of any land animal. Imagine being pregnant for almost 2 full years. And speaking of hoofed wonders, female horses often mate with multiple males while they're already pregnant. Now, why would they do that? It's a clever strategy to confuse potential aggressors about paternity, which helps ensure their offspring are protected from any harm by rival males. But not all parents are so dedicated. The cuckoo bird, for instance, is notorious for what's called brood parasitism. It sneakily lays its eggs in the nests of other unsuspecting birds, leaving them to raise its chicks. Talk about hands-off parenting. Then, there are harp seals. A mother harp seal cares for her pup for only 2 short weeks. After that, she leaves it all alone on the ice to fend for itself and learn how to survive independently. It's a tough love approach to growing up fast in a harsh environment. Now, for a truly unsettling fact, let's talk about hamsters. When they're under extreme stress or suffering from a nutritional deficiency, they might resort to consuming their own young. It's a grim survival mechanism, really, born out of pure desperation. It's not just small animals either. Even large mammals like black bears might abandon a single cub if they deem the effort of raising it as worth the reward, especially if resources are scarce. Similarly, pandas, with their incredibly limited bamboo diet, often have to choose only the strongest of their twins to raise. The weaker one is sadly left to perish because there simply aren't enough resources to go around. It's a stark reminder that nature, in all its wisdom, can sometimes be brutally harsh. Moving from behavior to biology, let's explore some incredible anatomical adaptations. Have you ever wondered if a snail or a turtle can just pop out of its shell? The answer is a resounding no. Their shells and carapaces are actually integral parts of their skeletons. They grow along with the animal and are permanently attached. So, next time you see one, remember that its home is literally a part of its body. And what about the adorable koala? These iconic marsupials are incredibly picky eaters. Out of all the eucalyptus species out there, they only consume about 5% of them. Because their diet is so low in nutrition, they have to conserve every bit of energy they can. That's why they spend up to 20 hours a day just sleeping. It's less about laziness and more about pure survival. Then there's the polar bear, the undisputed king of the Arctic. Despite their iconic white fur, their skin is actually black. This is a brilliant adaptation to absorb every last bit of heat from the sun. And what about their fur? It's not actually white at all. Each hair is transparent and hollow. This structure scatters and reflects light, which creates that perfect white camouflage. It's a masterful illusion created by nature. And, for a truly unique form of rest, let's look at dolphins. They sleep with only one eye closed, keeping half of their brain active at all times. This is called unihemispheric sleep, and it allows them to remain vigilant for predators while also consciously regulating their breathing. Unlike us, they don't breathe automatically, so they need to stay partly awake just to remember to come up for air. Our senses are how we perceive the world, and animals have some truly astonishing sensory abilities. Contrary to popular belief, dogs and cats are not completely colorblind, seeing only in black and white. While their color spectrum is much more limited compared to ours, they can perceive certain colors, particularly blues and yellows. And if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to see everything in the dark, it's because their night vision is a staggering 7 times sharper than a human's. They are built for the night. And what about giraffes? Those silent giants of the savannah? Well, it turns out they aren't actually mute. They communicate with each other using low-frequency sounds at night, sounds that are too low for human ears to easily detect. During the day, they use more subtle cues, like eyebrow movements and ear twitches, to talk to one another. Here's a fact that might make you itch. Mosquitoes aren't just indiscriminate biters. They have preferences. They're particularly drawn to people with type O blood. They also seem to favor certain clothing colors, like black, red, and green. So, you might want to choose your wardrobe a little more wisely for your next outdoor adventure. Now, let's debunk some popular myths and reveal some truly shocking truths. Ostriches, Those magnificent birds do not bury their heads in the sand when they're scared. This common misconception likely comes from their habit of lowering their heads to rotate eggs in their nests, or even to play dead as a defense mechanism to fool predators. And speaking of defense, let's talk about sharks. Not all sharks need to continuously swim to breathe. Some species, like the nurse shark, can pump water over their gills while remaining perfectly stationary on the ocean floor. Even more surprising, if you stroke a shark's nose in a specific way, you can induce a temporary state of tonic immobility. You can essentially cause them to pass out for a brief period. How wild is that? And for all the cat owners out there, prepare for a revelation. When your feline friend seems to be ignoring your calls, it's often not because they don't recognize your voice. Studies show they do. It's because their evolutionary journey has fully integrated them into human social structures in the same way it has for dogs. They hear you. They're just choosing to ignore you. It's all part of their independent charm. Lastly, those vibrant pink flamingos, they aren't born that color. Flamingo chicks are actually born white or gray. Their iconic pink or reddish hue comes from beta-carotene pigments found in their diet of algae and shrimp. So, in that case, you really are what you eat. Finally, let's marvel at some ingenious survival mechanisms. In the frigid waters of Antarctica, fish have evolved a unique glycoprotein in their blood. This protein acts as a natural antifreeze, preventing their bodies from freezing solid in sub-zero temperatures. It's an incredible chemical adaptation to one of the most extreme environments on Earth. And what about ants? Those tiny but mighty creatures. They don't have lungs or diaphragms like we do. Instead, they breathe through a series of tiny holes along the sides of their bodies called. This network of tubes allows oxygen to be delivered directly to every part of their body. Ever heard of antlion larvae? These clever little predators are known for the conical sand traps they build to catch their prey. But what's really amazing is their acting skill. If a predator comes near, an antlion can play dead for up to 61 minutes, waiting patiently for the threat to get bored and move on. Talk about commitment to a role. And for a truly ancient adaptation, some reptiles, amphibians, and even fish possessed what's known as a third eye on top of their heads. This parietal eye isn't for seeing images, but is sensitive to light. It helps them with sun navigation and regulating their body temperature, a kind of built-in biological compass and thermostat, from the deepest oceans to the highest peaks. The animal kingdom is a boundless source of wonder, packed with astonishing facts that continuously remind us of the incredible diversity and ingenuity of life on Earth. Every creature, no matter how small or large, holds a secret, a unique adaptation, a story just waiting to be told. Thank you for joining us on this incredible exploration. Which animal facts surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the amazing world around us. See you next time.